If this doesn't convince you to get a gun for protection, I don't know what will.
Starting in January, a new law will go into effect in Illinois called the Safety Act. Part of it eliminates cash bail for most offenses. Today, the Winnebago County State's Attorney says around 400 inmates at the county jail will be released. Under the new law, people arrested for many criminal cases, including battery, robbery, and vehicular homicide, cannot be detained no matter the severity of the crime. Unless there is evidence, they're a flight risk, and a judge can only detain someone for murder and armed robbery if there is a real and present threat to the safety of the community.
People, you are on your own, especially if you live in a state where the leadership is more concerned about appealing to this incessant obsession about wokety wokeness.
Stop it there, and welcome to Making Reaction Reviews. We're reacting to things on the internet, and today we're going to be reviewing, because I saw this yesterday, and I was like, oh my god, I need to let you guys know. This is Mr. Noir. I have seen him many times in other people's channels. I've seen him on Dave Rubin, I've seen him on Joe Rogan, I've seen him on Candace Owens' show, and many other shows. I didn't know he had his own YouTube channel, but he does. It is actually quite successful. This video popped up on my timeline yesterday, and I was so shocked to hear about what he's talking about that I literally rewinded it to hear it again. So this is in Illinois, which is Chicago, and Chicago has some of the largest amount of gun violent crimes in any other state in America, and they have the strictest fucking gun laws. Let me repeat that. The highest gun violence with the strictest amount of gun laws. But they have decided to go ahead and just release criminals and stop arresting people for committing crimes. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I know at least in LA, maybe in New York, they have done this thing where stuff like shoplifting is considered a petty crime, and it's basically a catch and release. Basically, even if you get arrested, they won't hold you, there is no bail, and they just let you go. Because of that, a lot of cops don't even bother arresting these people, because why do all the paperwork and get a headache for no reason? So if you don't steal a certain amount of money, you basically get away with it. That's why have you been seeing these viral videos where people literally go into shops with big garbage bags, dump a bunch of stuff out of there, and literally walk right out because they stopped arresting people.
What the fuck? Oh my god! My goodness. Oh my god. Don't come back to the store. Of course not.
Also, I don't know if you remember that story about I believe she was like an Olympic tennis player or something like that, and she got attacked on the streets. She was bashed in the face with an object by a crazy man on the streets. That guy, that wasn't the first time he's done that. He did that multiple times, and every single time he got arrested, he was just released because that crime isn't considered arrestable anymore. They won't hold you, and there's no bonds. So they literally allowed a violent criminal back on the streets to be violent to other citizens. Why? I guess, like he said, because of wokeism.
This was in downtown Los Angeles. Daylight.
He had other attackers, and there's been other victims around Los Angeles, and it keeps on happening. And everyone's paying attention to me because I'm an Olympian, right? But these other attackers haven't been, the other victims haven't been vindicated, right? Every time someone's being let out on the street again and again, they're doing a disservice, and they're pretty much saying that these victims' traumas were in vain.
Now in Illinois, if you commit multiple types of crimes, you literally just get to walk and roam free. They're literally allowing people that does violence upon other people, either bodily violence or through their property, they're literally just letting them go. It's almost like they want the crime rate to rise. I mean, why would that be? But anyway, let's continue with the video. But before you do, if you like this type of videos, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to get the notifications when I do upload. All of that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And if you'd like to support the channel even further, you can donate. My PayPal link is in the description box below, also in the comments section. Of course it helps, but you don't have to. You can just like, comment, and subscribe. Another great way to support this channel is either join my brand new membership program, different levels, different tiers, different perks, or you can visit my brand new merch shop. And if you like, you can super thanks. Other than that, sit back, relax, and enjoy this video.
I'll be the first to say that cash bail systems in this country definitely need to be reworked, and I can understand doing this for nonviolent offenses. But under this law, crimes such as aggravated batteries, robberies, burglaries, hate crimes, aggravated DUIs, vehicular homicide, drug-induced homicides, all drug offenses, including delivery of fentanyl and trafficking cases, are not eligible for detention no matter the severity of the crime or the defendant's risk to a specific person or the community unless people prove by clear and convincing evidence the person has a high likelihood of willful flight to avoid prosecution. What the f?
Stop it there. I don't know if you guys heard about that one story about the nurse who literally drove her car through the intersection of full traffic, crashed into like 5 or 6 cars, multiple lives lost, including mother, her multiple kids, and her unborn child. She was trying to have a sanity plea, and I believe that got thrown out, but now they're saying that maybe she was on something, she was intoxicated, because I guess right before that, she FaceTimed her sister being really weird, and she was butt naked or something like that. So if this, I don't know where that was at, but if that was in Illinois, and this is already passed, that woman, even though she literally murdered multiple people, would have been let go and to walk free. Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine that? But anyway, let's continue.
They even had the audacity to call this the Safety Act. That's like inviting Lil Durk and NBA Youngboy to a gospel festival in Southside Chicago. There's nothing safe about this act. You just gave every criminal in Illinois a list of everything they can get away with. This is stupid.
And if you don't think criminals won't take advantage of this, again, look at the viral videos of people grabbing giant garbage bags and clearing shelves, shutting down businesses, and taking those jobs away from the people that live in those communities. As soon as that passed, it didn't take a day for people to take advantage of that law. Basically, I can steal up to this much and completely and utterly get away with it. Who are they keeping safe? The criminals. It's like they want the crime to rise. Why is that? It's like they want these businesses to be put out of business. Why is that? I don't know. Put on your tinfoil hats and you tell me. But anyway, let's continue.
Keep in mind, this is the same Illinois that is ranked 8th in the nation for having the strictest gun control laws. They're literally passing gun control laws that they're not going to arrest criminals for, and then turn around and say, we need more gun laws to keep people safe from the criminals you're saying you're not going to arrest for breaking those gun laws.
So not only are they not going to protect you by arresting criminals and getting them off the streets for your protection, but they're not going to allow you to protect yourself either. And they're defunding the police, or police are just quitting because they're so like demoralized. So no one's gonna come to your rescue. Okay, let's continue.
Why is anyone still voting for these people? They make policies like they're children. Oh, let's pass this dumbass law so the blacks will like me. Oh, let's pass this silly little law so the Mexicans will like me. But tell them to pass a law like improving the educational system in these communities that teach these kids actual skill sets that they can then go out and make a good living with so that they don't have to actually be out in the streets?
No.
Crickets. No.
Not only will they not pass that law, they're actually trying to get rid of advanced courses in schools, public schools, because they say that those advanced courses make the kids who couldn't get into those advanced courses feel bad about themselves. Let's continue.
No, instead, they pass laws that make sure the criminals in these communities stay in these communities, free to walk the streets, wreaking havoc until their next court date. And that's if they bother to show up, because also under this law, judges may no longer issue a warrant when a defendant fails to come to court.
Are you serious?
Instead, an absent defendant must next be served with a court order asking them again to appear.
What?
And then fail to appear a second time before a warrant may be issued. Yo, this is next level stupid. Or evil, depending how far down the conspiracy hole you want to go. They coddle criminals by enabling their ability to stay out on the streets, while at the same time making it harder for the law-abiding citizens to exercise their Second Amendment rights. And here's what's really messed up. You're better off being a career criminal habitually breaking gun laws than you are as a law-abiding citizen who decides they're not going to follow unconstitutional gun laws.
Seriously, why not? Again, going back to the viral shoplifting videos, Those kids are making money off of the stuff they're stealing. They go into these shops, they steal a bunch of merchandise, and then they go resell it on eBay or Amazon or whatnot, sell it on the streets. So like if I'm going, do I want to be a hard worker working a 9 to 5 in a job that I hate, minimum wage, or do I just go steal a bunch of shit, not have any consequences to it, and make more money? Let's continue.
They'll let the career criminal go because wokeness, but they will prosecute the law-abiding citizen to the fullest extent of the law just to make an example out of them and scare every other law-abiding person from doing the same thing. You see, these woke politicians use criminality to control the law-abiding. As long as the criminals don't attack the government, they're free to do what they want to the law-abiding citizens with little to no repercussion. The politicians will say to the law-abiding, see, this is why we need these gun laws, to keep you safe. Only to turn around and then embolden the criminals by passing laws like the Safety Act.
Stop me there. Getting my little tin hat on. I see it as, again, creating a hierarchy, right? And I've talked about this in other videos where you blatantly see that this is what they're doing. So they're going to rise the crime in your communities by passing these stupid policies that don't get criminals off the streets. They're going to restrict your gun laws, but they'll still have personal security. They'll still live in gated neighborhoods. They'll still be protected. You know why? Because they're important and you're not. Let's continue.
Then turn around and use the resulting violence to justify passing other gun control laws. Rinse, wash, and then repeat. This law is literally a bat symbol to criminals, telling them that they can do whatever they want and basically not go to jail. This is the same state where 55 people were shot and 11 killed in Chicago over the Labor Day weekend. Like I keep saying, this is not about safety. It's about control. I read an article about the 10 richest neighborhoods in Chicago, and the first paragraph literally says this: Chicago may have a bad reputation when it comes to crime, but no one can deny that it's got some great neighborhoods. Choose the right one, and you'll be blessed with all of the benefits of big city living with precious few of its downsides. The bad news, none of that comes for free. What Chicago's best neighborhoods lack in gun crime and drug trafficking, they make up for in huge medium home values and a cost of living that'll make your jaw drop. You gotta ask yourself, they can keep the gun crime and drug trafficking out of these neighborhoods. Why don't you think they do the same in the others? I'll tell you why.
Hierarchy. They have more money than you. That's why. But let's see what he has to say.
And it's called control. Rich people can pay for armed security, so they're not worried about gun laws and don't have to rely on the government for their safety.
They also don't have to worry about open borders. They also don't have to worry about illegal immigrants crowding your schools and your neighborhoods and taking your jobs, right? I am very pro-immigration. I travel. I live abroad. Guess what? I follow the immigration rules all the time. My biggest part of my fucking income goes to making sure I pay off my fees and shit like that. So I am very pro-immigration, but legal immigration. But the people who at the top who very much shout as a progressive right to say open borders, more immigrants, right? They don't have to deal with it because they can live in their little high, shiny, golden gilded cages and towers and with, you know, fences and security and stuff. They don't have to worry about that stuff. So of course they're going to politic off of it because it makes them look like they're good and virtuous. But the truth is they know they don't have to pay the consequences of those things. You do.
If the people in the middle and the bottom aren't relying on the government to keep them safe because they have their guns to keep them safe, there is no one for the government to rule over. So the government does everything in its power to make it hard for the law-abiding in the middle and the law-abiding on the bottom to exercise their Second Amendment rights. Oh, and I know while you were sitting there taking in all of this awesome information and breakdown, you were also thinking to yourself, dang, where did he get that cool-ass hat? Yeah, I know. It is cool, ain't it?
Go buy
Well,
my hat too. I have
it's just your luck.
Alright guys, that was it. I thought that was fucking shocking. And I wouldn't be surprised if that law is being quietly passed or that policy is being quietly passed in multiple states. For me, the only reason why this got passed is most likely because the people weren't paying attention. Unfortunately, most people do not pay attention to their local government, and a lot of policies and stuff get passed right underneath people's nose. Not that they're secretly doing it, it's just most people just don't pay attention. And so I wouldn't be surprised if you wouldn't find that same exact policy finally being pushed in other states. So you might want to go check it out wherever state that you're living in. But anyway, guys, tell me what you think. Do you think this fucking shit is insane? Do you have your tin hat on? Why do you think this stuff is being done? Why do you think that it seems like they're intentionally wanting the crime to go up and also take their protection away from you? Let me know in the comment section below. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to get the notifications when I do upload. All that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And if you'd like to support this channel even further, you can donate. My PayPal me link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. Of course it helps, but you don't have to. You can just like, comment, and subscribe. Another great way to support this channel is either join my brand new membership program, different levels, different tiers, different perks, or you can visit my brand new merch shop, links down below. And links to all of the alternate platforms I'm on, my socials, including my Twitter, other ways to support me, other ways to contact me for business is always in the links down below. Or if you like, you can super thanks. I also have a second travel vlog channel. I travel as a lifestyle. I live abroad. If you'd like to know where I am in the world, you can go to the description box below and also in the comment section, hit the link, go subscribe to my travel vlog channel, and or follow me on my travel Instagram. My stories is usually what's most up to date. And I have all my other YouTube channels, links down below. Go subscribe, go support, and you guys have an amazing day. Bye!